Well, Paul, you got a 1-0 victory against Rushall Olympic tonight, but goodness me, you were made to work hard.
Yeah, I thought, listen, I'll be honest, I thought we were poor. I thought Rushall were much better than us. I'll look back at the game and I'll make my mind up exactly where it went wrong, but listen, I'm not going to sit here and criticise these players. I just said to them after the game, there's 22 new players, we've been in together for 8 weeks. We've went away to Kings Lynn, a long travel, home to Darlington with a massive crowd, and then home tonight when obviously the pressure's on us to go and win the game. And we took 7 points from 3 games, so let's not get too gloom, and it's not a bad trait to play poor and win.
I've got to ask you quickly, Jason Cowley, not in the squad tonight, what's the latest there?
Yeah, listen, I was honest when I said a few weeks back that he's struggling, and he still is, so he didn't quite pass the test that we were expecting him to tonight, so he couldn't play.
Is that something that you're going to have to do ongoing with him ahead of each match?
No, I don't think so.
Like the training build up to matches?
No, I'll be honest, it's an impact injury, so it's not what it was beforehand, so we're hopeful we'll be right.
Did you miss him that much? Because he inspires other people with his aggression.
Yeah, and I think he inspires a crowd, so yeah, we missed him. Of course we missed him, but we're a squad, we can't just rely on kills. But listen, as I said, we were poor tonight, but we won the game.
You tried Stanley Abina down the middle. I imagine that's because you thought we'll get his pace behind, but it didn't quite work out for him.
It's exactly what I thought. Yeah, I thought we could try and listen, obviously took him off in the first half, but the quality into him wasn't great either, so I just needed a bit more from him in terms of opening his legs up and stuff like that, but it was just something I had to do, and obviously Tom comes on the pitch and gets us in.
How much do you feel that would have been a game for Lasana Mendes if he'd been available?
Yeah, it could have been, of course it could have been, but Lass is obviously unavailable, so he didn't even come into the thoughts. Any game would suit Lasana Mendes just because of his work ethic.
Because he must be in the frame for Saturday.
Yeah, he's in the frame, of course he is, but we went 3 unbeaten, so it's something we'll have a look at, myself and Runs, and decide from there.
Were you surprised by the quality of Rushall Olympic coming into the match?
No, absolutely not. I watched them 3 games. I watched them away to Cousin. I thought they were very good. I spoke to Clayton Donaldson, who was full of praise for them as well when they played Farsley Celtic. So I knew what to expect. I knew that they would come here, they would be free, which they were. Some of their movements and stuff like that causes a lot of problems, and I think they will obviously be disappointed they didn't come away with anything.
New squad, you talked about fitness levels though in your build up, saying you want a fit squad. Did you feel the players were a little bit leggy?
Possibly. I don't think it was through a lack of desire or character and like that. It could have been possibly. Listen, these guys are working all day. That's what I've got to try and take into account as well. We've worked them extremely hard in pre-season, but we could have been leggy. Yeah, we possibly could have, but the last 15-20 minutes I thought we defended the box incredibly well. We got back in numbers, we fought for each other, and that's a character exactly what I'm after at the club.
Long trip to Blythe over the weekend. You had to stop over before the Kings Lynn fixture. Is that something you're looking to do to replicate?
Absolutely, yeah. When I first came to the club, I made it clear I want to be as professional as we possibly can, and I think if we want to be successful this year, we've got to look after the players as much as we can. So it's something that I'll definitely be speaking to the board about. And
you got, between now and then, you've got really realistically one training session to think about your plans and make options.
Yeah, we do. We'll come back in Thursday and we'll listen. Rushall's gone now. I said that after the Darlington game. It's gone now. We were poor, but we got 3 points, and now we move on to Blythe to go and try and get a positive result.
And if anybody said you have an unbeaten start after 3 games in your first managerial position, you'd have taken that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course I would have. We went a long trip to Kings Lynn, who finished in 93 points, or whatever it was last year. Darlington, who were up there last year, and the pressure of a big home crowd. Some of my players have only, I think I've got 4 or 5 that's played National League North. So it was new. It was something that I knew to expect it, but it was maybe a bit unexpected for the players the first couple of games. But listen, to walk away with 7 points in 3 games, I'm absolutely delighted with the players.
And finally, any knocks tonight?
No, there's a couple of knocks and bruises and all the rest of it, but when you defend your box like that, then you're going to have. But hopefully everybody's all right.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
They say they were poor in general today, but the shape and the Kurt's on command in the back 4, and you didn't really give them too many chances, Kurt, or maybe one.
Yeah, listen, they played a lot of clever balls in between our units at times. We changed it to try and try and almost get a box in there. But listen, I'm full of credit for Rushall. I thought they were really good, but again, I'm absolutely delighted with our players, our character, the work ethic, the team ethic to help each other out across the pitch, shuffling across the pitch, just the desire to keep going and keep going and keep going, especially when things aren't going well. We were a bit sloppy in possession, and we didn't give the supporters anything to get behind tonight, to be honest, and we felt that, and we just ground it out.
Because he had to be mentally switched on for 40 minutes, so 35-40 minutes, so Rushall had the ball in that second half.
Yeah, of course.
Against it.
Can't always play well and win games of football. There's different ways of winning games of football. We won't want to play like that. More often than not, I hope we don't play like that, but there is different ways of winning football, and mentally I thought the boys were really strong. As I said, they stuck together, and I'm just delighted with them. The last 6, 7, 8 weeks we've worked them extremely hard. We'll continue to try and work them as much as we possibly can, because we know it's a long, tough, uncompromising season. It's an uncompromising league, and we're delighted with 7 points out of 9.
Thank you.